Good evening, I'm Apolinario, 30 Dignidad sa Valencia, and this is Philippine Headlines. In Luzon, Barangay Balito Catok experiences rainfall accompanied by hail. Teacher Daniel Balubal of Balito Catok Integrated School shared their experience of a heavy downpour accompanied by small hailstones in their area. The unusual weather event was immediately captured in photos and videos, leaving many residents and witnesses surprised and amazed by the rare occurrences. In Visayas, lightning strikes a coconut tree captured on dashcam. A shocking moment was caught on the dashcam of a passing vehicle in Barangay Cambaog in the municipality of Hinigaran, the province of Negros Occidental, when a coconut tree was struck by lightning on Sunday evening. The area continues to experience adverse weather conditions due to localized thunderstorms. In Mindanao, the truck driver dies after crashing into a fence. A truck driver died while two helpers were injured after the truck carrying construction materials reportedly lost its brakes and crashed into a fence in Barangay Indahag in the city of Cagayan de Oro, the province of Misamis Oriental, yesterday. The deceased was identified as Reynald Fabia, a resident of Verhaya Bolonsori in Barangay Kamaman-an. Injured in the incident were his brother Ermelindo Fabia and helper Alfredo Datahan, both 30 years old. According to Roy Dalapo, a witness and one of the first responders, the truck was heading toward Buntong in Kamaman-an when it reportedly suffered brake failure upon reaching the downhill section of Sitio Tipolohon in Barangay Kamaman-an. Dalapo said the driver attempted to avoid hitting a motorcycle and houses along the roadside, causing him to steer the truck into an ELF truck and the fence owned by the Pelais family. The driver was declared dead on the spot, while his brother, who was seated in the front passenger seat, is reportedly in critical condition. The helper, who was riding at the back of the truck during the accident, also sustained serious injuries. In the other news, Nigerian visitor expresses condolences for Divine Adili. Solomon Obina Okereke paid his final respects for Chukwemeka Divine Adili and Renequet Bobet Baterbonia, who died in the drowning incident during a team building activity in Dipakulaw, Aurora. In a social media post, Okereke shared his grief over the loss of the two young athletes, describing them as individuals with great dreams and promising futures. He also extended his condolences to the families, friends, teammates, and the entire Ateneo de Davao University community. Gone too soon, but never forgotten. Rest in peace, brothers. That's Okereke said. He added that the memories of Adili and Baterbonia would continue to inspire young athletes and foreign students who left their homes to pursue their dreams. Adili and Baterbonia died on June 8 during a team building activity in Aurora. And our business update, Bello family traps ex-AIM chief, former BSP executive, ex-Transco head for Welcome Board overhaul. Welcome Depot of the Bello family has brought a former central bank executive, a prominent corporate governance advocate, and a veteran infrastructure executive into its board as the home improvement retailer refreshes its roster of independent directors. As its annual stockholders meeting on June 15, shareholders elected Lydia B. Echaus, Florencia G. Tariela, and Arthur N. Aguilar. They replaced longtime independent directors Ricardo S. Pascua, Rolando S. Narciso, and Delphine L. Warren, who reached the 9-year maximum term limit. Charles is one of the country's most prominent governance advocates. She is President Emeritus of the Asian Institute of Management and has served on the boards of several listed companies. Earlier this year, she was also elected independent director of Shell Filipinas Corporation as part of the company's board overhaul under the same SEC term limit rule. Tariela brings extensive experience in financial regulation in public service. She previously held senior position at the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas and has been involved in governance and policy work in both the public and private sectors. Aguilar adds infrastructure and energy expertise to Welcome's board. He currently serves as president of Negros Island Biomass Holdings Incorporated and previously headed the National Transmission Corporation or TRANSCO, the state-owned company that managed the country's power transmission assets before privatization. He also served as the chairman of the Philippine National Construction Corporation and was the director of SPC Power Corporation. The three newcomers joined returning directors Lorraine Bello Singkochan, Mark Andro Bello, Karin Bello, and independent director Evelyn Singson. In Luzon, frequent weak earthquakes in Calabarzon caused concern among some residents. A series of weak earthquakes have been recorded in different parts of Calabarzon in recent days, according to the Philippine Institute of Volcanology or Seismology or PHIVOLCS. Among the areas affected were the towns of Nasugbu and Calatagan in Batangas, where earthquakes reaching magnitudes 3.0 were recorded. Meanwhile, on June 14, magnitude 1.7 and magnitude 2.3 earthquakes were also detected in the province of Rizal. Although the tremors were weak and barely felt by residents, PHIVOLCS said the public should not become complacent. The agency emphasized the importance of preparedness, particularly because of the potential movement of the fault, which has long been identified as an active fault capable of generating a major earthquake. According to PHIVOLCS, one reason for the frequent tremors in the region is the presence of several fault systems surrounding Calabarzon. These include the Lubang Fault, which is often linked to earthquakes in Nasugbu, Batangas. The agency also cited the Verde Passage Fault, consisting of the North, Central, and South Verde Faults, as well as the located beneath Batangas Bay Fault, and considered a possible source of earthquakes and affecting the towns of Mabini and Tingloy. PHIVOLCS reminded the public to remain vigilant and ensure that their households have an emergency plan and disaster preparedness kit ready. It may be recalled that Nasugbu, Batangas experienced magnitude 6.3 earthquakes in both 2017 and 2022, underscoring the importance of preparedness for potentially stronger earthquakes in the future. In Visayas, 6-year-old child allegedly caused fire while cooking in Gandara, Samar. A 6-year-old child who was frying food is being blamed for a large fire that broke out in Barangay Bunyagan in Gandara, Samar at around 2:30 p.m. on June 15. According to the Bureau of Fire Protection in Gandara, the child became hungry and decided to fry bonai, a local delicacy. Authorities believe the child may have forgotten about the food being cooked, which allegedly sparked the fire. A total of 11 houses were destroyed in the incident. Several of the affected homes were made of light materials, allowing the flames to spread rapidly. Firefighters from the Bureau of Fire Protection, along with police personnel, immediately responded to the scene. The Municipal Social Welfare and Development Office or MSWDO quickly assisted the affected families. Meanwhile, the local government, led by Mayor Warranty Aguilar, assured residents to each families affected by the fire would receive 15,000 pesos in financial aid. Authorities are continuing a more thorough investigation to determine the exact cause of the fire. And Mindanao, rider injured after zipline cable reportedly snaps in Bukidnon. A rider fell into a wooded area after the cable of a zipline ride reportedly snapped in Greek Hills Resort in Barangay Sinuda in the municipality of Kitaw-Taw, the province of Bukidnon. According to reports, the victim was riding the zipline when the cable suddenly broke. causing the
Ako
rider
hindi ko
to
na
plunge into
magdaghan
the
sila
dense
tapos.
forest below. Due to the
Sila
steep
sila
and
ko.
difficult terrain in the
Tingnan
area, responders
Ana
and
yun
witnesses
jay.
initially struggled to determine the
Kay
victim's
maslide man sa
exact
akong table.
location
Mauna.
following the incident.
Table yun eh.
Authorities are continuing their investigation to establish the
Yung
full
duha isang
details of the
kuan.
incident, including the condition of the victim and the safety status of the
Gilipit
facility
ng gyapon ang
used for the activity.
ato ano. Ay. Ando. Di man klaro eh.
In the other news, coffee from Quirino province ranks among the best in North Luzon. Two local coffee growers from the province of Quirino received awards during the second North Luzon Coffee Quality Competition held in May 19 and 21, 2026 at the Orchard Hotel. Susan M. Bugtong of the Matagaay Coffee Growers Producers Cooperative secured third place out of 37 participants. Her fellow cooperative member, Mary B. Bingking, also achieved success by placing second in the same category. Other coffee entries representing Quirino were also prepared and evaluated through the Q-Life Upland Ecosystem Program. According to Rowana F. Mayangat, Provincial Director of the Department of Trade and Industry, the awards reflect the dedication of farmers and cooperatives in continuously improving their farming practices and product quality. The event was organized by the Department of Agriculture Philippine Rural Development Project to promote high-quality coffee production and enhance the capabilities of coffee growers across North Luzon. And our business update, Davao City maintains the lowest inflation rate in the Davao region. Davao City inflation rate dropped to 5.7% in May 2026, down from 7% in April, according to the Philippine Statistics Authority or PSA Davao region. Although inflation also declined in other provinces, Davao City still recorded the lowest inflation rate in the entire Davao region. In May, the Davao region posted an overall inflation rate of 7.8%. Other areas recorded the following inflation rates. Davao del Norte is 8.3%, Davao del Sur is 9.3%, Davao Oriental is 10.5%, Davao Occidental is 11.2%, and Davao de Oro is 11.5%. According to the Philippine Statistics Authority, the slower increase in the prices of food and transportation was one of the main reasons for the decline in inflation in the city. Nationwide, the inflation rate also eased to 6.8% in May, down from 7.2% in April. In Luzon, beer spilled highway. Nearly 2,000 cases of beer scattered after falling from a truck in Sorsogon. Thousands of beer bottles were scattered along a section of the highway in Barangay Buhatan in Sorsogon City after they fell from a delivery truck on June 16. According to Barangay Captain Edwin Divina, the truck was fully loaded when it lost balance while passing through a curved portion of the road, causing an estimated 1,944 cases of beer to be thrown onto the highway. No injuries were reported in the incident, while cleanup operations and the removal of the scattered cargo were carried out along the roadway. In Visayas, 1.5 tons of frozen imported meat without a permit have been buried by the Department of Veterinary Medicine and Fisheries. The Cebu City Department of Veterinary Medicine and Fisheries, or DVMF, has buried 1.5 tons of imported frozen meat confiscated earlier this week for lacking proper import documents. The meat products, estimated at 500,000 pesos, were buried at the former DVMF site in Block 27, NRA Mabolo in Cebu City. The operation was carried out under the directive of OIC City Veterinarian Dr. Maribohok and was personally supervised by Dr. Ed Galaura, head of the City Meat inspection service with the assistance of a backhoe. The imported meat was seized after authorities caught it being unloaded from the two meat vans without a certificate of meat importation, a violation of Republic Act number 9296 and Department of Agriculture Administrative Order number 6. According to the DVMF, they remain committed to protecting the public from potential health risks and ensuring that only safe and sanitary meat products are sold in the market. In Mindanao, magnitude 5.4 earthquake was shaken in Glan. A magnitude 5.4 earthquake shook in Glan, Sarangani at 2:57 p.m. this afternoon. According to data from the PHIVOX, the earthquake's epicenter was located in 24 kilometers from Glan, Sarangani at a depth of 33 kilometers. The earthquake was of tectonic origin. Intensity 5 was felt in Malungon, Sarangani and General Santos City. Meanwhile, Intensity 4 was recorded in Maasim and Kiamba, Sarangani as well as in Tiboli in South Cotabato. Instrumental Intensity 3 was also recorded in Malapatan and Malungon in Sarangani and in Tupi, Santo Niño and Coronadal City in South Cotabato. According to PHIVOX, the earthquake was merely an aftershock of the magnitude 7.8 offshore in Sarangani earthquake that occurred on June 8. Meanwhile, the death toll from Mindanao earthquake rises to 78. The number of fatalities from the magnitude 7.8 earthquake that struck in Maasim, Sarangani on June 8 has risen to 78, while more than 1.4 million residents across Mindanao have been affected, according to the latest report from the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council, or NDRRMC. In its report, the NDRRMC said that 1,339 people have been injured, while 30 individuals remain missing following one of the strongest earthquakes to hit the country in recent years. The report also stated that the earthquake affected 346,413 families, or 1,414,752 individuals across 573 barangays in the regions of the Zamboanga Peninsula, Davao Region, Soxergen, and the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao or BARM. The authorities continue to evacuate residents from hazardous areas. As of the latest count, 81,855 individuals remain displaced. Of these, 18,504 are staying in 45 evacuation centers, while 63,351 are taking shelter outside evacuation centers.
Let's pray for safety of everyone. Moabot na ang kwan.
In the other news, smart cap that refers to dine-in goes viral. A cat featured in the viral social media video has caught the attention of netizens after seemingly demanding dine-in service inside a pet aggregate shop. Instead of scavenging of fish scraps around the area, the cat confidently walked straight to the sacks of cat food and appeared to ask the shopkeeper for free snacks. The shop owner could not resist and quickly served some food outside the store so the cat could eat comfortably. According to the uploader, Shinali Martiliana Makopya, the cat also seems skilled in inviting other cats to join it, and the number of stray cats frequenting the area has reportedly increased. And our business update, oil prices drop following US-Iran peace agreement. The oil prices in the global market fell again after the United States and Iran reached an agreement to end their conflict and reopen the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most important routes for oil supply. A memorandum of understanding aimed at ending the conflict, which had lasted for more than 3 months and affected global energy markets, was signed by US President Donald Trump and Iran's leadership. According to reports, the agreement was signed after the G7 summit in Versailles, where both countries confirmed that the peace agreement document had been finalized. As a result, traders and investors became more confident that peace between the two nations could be sustained, easing concerns over oil supply disruptions and contributing to the decline in oil prices on the market. Despite the positive development, economic concerns remain after the Federal Reserve warned the interest rates in the United States could still increase due to persistently high consumer prices. In Luzon, river turns red after thousands of bottles of beer spill into it. A river in the city of Sorsogon turned red after thousands of bottles of beer were spilled into it. The incident reportedly happened after a delivery truck carrying alcoholic beverages was involved in an accident. As a result of the beer spill, the river's water turned reddish. Authorities are currently assessing the environmental impact of the spill on the river. In Visayas, 3-year-old child trapped in fire heard crying. Caregivers reportedly had mental health issues. A 3-year-old child who was trapped in a fire on the morning of Wednesday in Sitio Sibuyan in Barangay Kansuhe in the municipality of Argao, the province of Cebu, was reportedly still heard crying from inside the burning house. The child's aunt, Adela Carillo, wanted to rescue the child but was unable to do so because she feared being struck by burning debris and embers falling from the house. According to Adela, before the fire started, the child had been playing in their yard. They did not notice that the child had gone back inside the house. She added that if it had not been a school day, the child might have survived, as the child would have been playing with her own child who was in school at the time. It was learned that Adelia's mother was the first to notice the fire and immediately ran out of the house to check what was happening. While outside, Adela watched her cousin Zena's house being consumed by flames. By then, the fire had already grown too large for anyone to safely approach. Hearing her nephew crying was heartbreaking for Adela. She desperately wanted to save the child but feared for her own safety because of the intense fire and falling debris. The crying suddenly stopped, leaving her with the painful realization that the child had likely perished in the blaze. Firefighters who responded to the scene continued spraying water to ensure that the fire would not reignite. Adela also revealed that the child's mother was not at home during the incident and was reportedly suffering from a mental health condition. According to reports, the mother would often leave during the day and return only at night. The child's grandmother, Bebe, and her partner, Lando, were supposed to be at home with the child. However, both were also reported to have mental health issues. Adela said that when they learned about the fire and rushed outside, Bebe and Lando also came out of the house, but they failed to bring the child with them. When relatives later asked why they had not taken the child out, they reportedly only smiled and did not explain. The 3-year-old child who died had two siblings. The eldest, who also reportedly has a mental disability, had been tied inside a small hut near the burned house. The second sibling was staying a granduncle and was already in school when the fire occurred. After the child's body was recovered from the burned home, the family proceeded with the burial shortly afterward. In Mindanao, the vehicle falls into spillway in Barangay Canayan in the city of Malaybalay. A vehicle accidentally fell into a spillway at around 10:30 a.m. on June 18 in Barangay Canayan in the city of Malaybalay, the province of Bukidnon. According to reports, the vehicle was carrying three individuals from Kibalabag who were on their way home to Malaybalay when the incident occurred. Fortunately, all passengers were reported to be safe and the vehicle has already been recovered. In the other news, the weather, LPA east of Visayas intensifies into a tropical depression outside the Philippine area of responsibility to be named Francisco upon entering the country. The low pressure area or LPA being monitored east of the Visayas has officially intensified into a tropical depression today. According to a report from the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical and Astronomical Services Administration or PAGASA, the tropical depression remains outside the Philippine Area of Responsibility or PAR. It currently has maximum sustained winds of up to 55 kilometers per hour near its center, with gusts reaching 70 kilometers per hour. The system is moving westward at a speed of 15 kilometers per hour. The State Weather Bureau stated that once the tropical depression enters the Philippines area of responsibility, it will be given the local name Francisco, making it the country's first officially named storm for the month of June. PAGASA advises the public to continue monitoring official weather bulletins and advisories for updates on the storm's movement and its possible effects on affected areas. And our business update, Pintados Kasadyaan Festival commemorative coin available on BSP Online Store starting June 25 at 10 a.m. The coin's design depicts the culture and indigenous artistry of the people of Leyte before the arrival of the Spaniards. It also reflects the strong Catholic devotion of the Leyteños. This is the sixth release in the Pista sa Pilipinas commemorative coin series of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, which consists of 12 silver coins. The series showcases various cultural and tourism festivals across the country. Limited supply only. The coin will be available exclusively through the BSP Online Store for 5,000 pesos per coin. Reminder, walk-in orders in the BSP Store, the BSP Hub in Malate, Manila will no longer accepted. Each coin has a legal tender value of 100 pesos. And that is Philippine Headlines this Friday, June 19, 2026. I'm Apolinario, Ferdidignadi si Valencia, and this is Salakot Online Broadcasting Network. Good night, Philippines. Amping kasadya.